Hey guys, here we go. We're in the latest episode of the Starsky Hutch Ford Torino build. We'll be looking at just a couple of notes on the body in this video. Okay, one thing I want to talk about in this video is when you're putting this one together, the rear taillight bar, the first thing you want to look at on my kit, I don't know if it's going to be the same on every kit, but on my kit, one taillight fit perfectly. The other one just appears to be just a little too small. As you can see here, it doesn't quite fill in the cavity completely, whereas the other one fits perfectly. I don't know if this is going to be something that is common to this kit or if it's just mine, but it's just one thing that you have to look out for when you're putting this thing together. The next thing is the tail light mounts to the rear of the body here. There's a ridge right here in the cavity where the taillight bar is supposed to sit. The instructions don't show this ridge at all, as the taillight bar is supposed to sit flush against the body here. If you try and install it with that ridge in place, the taillights aren't going to sit flush. They'll be either in or out, one side or the other. So what I did was I ground it down as much as I could, and then I can insert the taillight bar and it'll sit flush and be straight on the body with no further issues. So that's just one thing you gotta look out for. Now, as far as the bumpers go, the bumpers fit so perfectly on these that you don't even have to glue them in. Or at least I didn't have to on this kit, as both the front and the rear bumper just pressed into place and fit perfectly. The front grille and headlights were the same. Everything just fit so perfectly, it's almost as if this was a snap together kit. So there you're going to have an easy time putting those parts together. Now, as you're putting the body on the chassis, you're going to have to really spread the rear apart to get the chassis to snap in. And once it does, the rear of the car just snaps perfectly into the body and you won't have any issues with lining that up. The front, on the other hand, is going to need to be glued on the two subframe mounts here and here. You're going to have to put a dab of glue on there to hold them down to the body. I'm going to have to glue mine because, as you can see, you can have just a little bit of play in the body. It's not much. And really, if you wanted to leave it that way, you could. It doesn't really affect too much the way the car sits. And those were the two biggest issues I had, or the few issues I had with actually installing the body onto the chassis. Other than that, it went in cleanly and looks pretty good so far. The project is almost done, and we'll be revealing the finished item any day now. All right, Dan, my number one fan, Dan Mormenstein. Dude, this video is for you. So, the next video we'll have the reveal and any final notes I may have about this kit. All right, see you then.